Hello, hello. My name is Mr. Peña. We're here to learn English. Today, we're preparing for the CASAS test. We're going to be doing a CASAS test review. We only begin in 5 minutes, so take this time to say hello, to ask any questions, to stop by. I know the cover says call in. We are not going to be calling in while I'm answering questions. Okay, but you may post comments now and I will respond to them. I will respond to any questions after each test. And then when I finish going through the tests, then I'll go ahead and take some call-ins. No problems. Bienvenidos a Aprende Inglés Ahora. Esto es mi canal del YouTube para aprender inglés. Vamos a estar haciendo el examen, preparando para el examen de CASAS, ¿ok? CASAS test review. How many people here are actually here to listen to the CASAS, and how many people here are simply just wanting to learn English? ¿Cuántos quieren aprender inglés solamente? Write it down in the comments. Pónelo en los comentarios abajo. So, 4 more minutes. I'm getting ready. We're going to be doing level A. Here's a little agenda for tonight. Yeah. We're going to be going over level A, and then level B, and then level C, and then level D. Level A is the easiest. Level A is the lowest level. Level B is easy. Level C, it becomes difficult. And then level D is the most difficult. So we're going to warm up. We're going to do it little by little, going over the CASAS tests one level at a time. But it's going to be one by one by one. We're going to start in 2 minutes. Let me know if you can hear me. Déjame saber si me puedes oír. Real quick, before we start, if you like what we're doing here, you may join the Patreon. You'll get access to downloadable resources and exclusive content. Okay, let us begin. Hello, my name is Mr. Peña. Welcome to my English tutoring channel, where I help you master the English language. Oh, there it is. Let's try this again. Right about now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, my name is Mr. Peña. Welcome to my English tutoring channel, where I help you master the English language. Today we're going to be learning about the CASAS test. We're going to be practicing test questions that we see in the CASAS. We're going to be preparing to take the CASAS test. Before we begin, I want to offer you something for free. I want to invite you to my WhatsApp group. If you click the link down below and join my free Patreon, you can get access to the WhatsApp group. We have voice calls. I send daily digital and text audio messages so you can practice your English, and you'll get exclusive downloadable resources such as test study guides and grammar guides and all the good stuff. If you join my Patreon using the link down below, you can get all this for free. I hope to see you in the community. We're going to be going over the CASAS test. We're going to start right now with level A. We have a practice question, and it says, what is he doing? He's washing the dishes. He's watching the children. He's watering the plants. He's cleaning the table. He's washing the dishes. What this here we call dishes. If you want this study guide, the link will be available down in the description. You can also get it on my Patreon, where in the section that says collections, there's a collection section just for the CASAS test, and you can get a copy of this study guide. Practice question number 2. This is just a warm-up. What does this sign mean? Go in here, go out here, don't go in, or come back later. It says do not enter, no entras. So don't go in. Very simple, straightforward. I want to say welcome and hello to everybody who's here. We are now going over level A, which is the easiest. We're also going to do level B, nivel B, level C, nivel C, and level D, nivel D. Okay? We're going to be going level A, B, C, and D. And each one is going to become more difficult. At the end of this video, once it's clipped, you can click on the next video. You can go on the playlist and you'll see the next levels. Now, this here we call a box. Very simple, very straightforward, a box. Consider level A like a warm-up. It's just, you're going to get through it very quickly. That is a box. Here's number 2. Where is she going? They're asking, where is she going? It's this lady right here. And in the picture, we see something called a shopping cart. And in the picture, we see a stand filled with watermelons. We see a stand filled with watermelons. So she's going into the store. She's going into the post office, into the bank, into the library. He's going into the store. If you printed this booklet out, or you can save it on your phone as a PDF, just check. Try answering the questions first, and then follow along with me. Pause the video, answer the questions, and then come back. Or you can just watch straight up. Whichever one helps you learn. Number 3, what time does route B1 bus arrive? Okay, so we have 4 different routes, which are destinations to where we want to go, different routes. And so they're asking for route B1. And so we're going to look for B1. Here we have the routes, and then here we have the times. And it says, when does B1 go? It is at 12 o'clock. Another way to write this is 12 o'clock. That is when the shuttle bus arrives. It is called an arrival. Look for the word arrive here, and we call them arrivals. So number 3 is C. Number 4, it says, where do you write your identification number? Okay, identification number. We have our name, address, telephone, ID number. So ID stands for identification. And so we write our identification number in slot number 4, as it says in the picture. Last question of level A is a reading passage. It says, John works in Lakeview. He rides the bus to work every day. It usually takes him about 20 minutes to get to work. How long does John get to work? Okay, so we have get to work, we have get to work, we have John, and then we have John, and then we have how does John get to work? My fault. How does he get to work? It says he rides the bus to work every day. So, how does he get there? What is his mode of transportation? His mode of transportation, how he gets to work, is he rides the bus. John rides the bus. Or you can say, John gets to work by riding the bus. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. Type it in the chat if you're joining this live stream. This is CASAS Level A practice for the work portion of the CASAS test. This is the CASAS sample test administration for life and work. Remember, CASAS is the Comprehensive Adult Student Assessment System. Reading Level A. I hope this has helped you learn more about the CASAS test and how to take it and master your English. If you want extra practice, join my Patreon. Click on the link down below. You'll get updates on more CASAS practice test events and tutorials and live streams that I do on a weekly basis, as well as downloadable resources such as CASAS test study guides and other learning tools to help you with your English. I hope to see you in the community. Now we're going to get on to level B. CASAS level B reading. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. Hello, welcome. We're going to be taking the CASAS level B practice test. This is a little sample of what we're going to go through when we take the CASAS test at a level B scenario. So here's a practice question. It's not the real question. It says, please sign in and have a seat. We will call your name. Okay. Please sign in. So the first thing we do is sign in. Have a seat. So what do you do first? The first thing we do is sign in. Very simple. These are the steps. It's in chronological order. Here's practice question number 2. Let me try to zoom in. It says, Norma has been working for 6 years. Her first job was in a factory. Now she works part-time at a neighborhood clinic. The pay is good, but she wants to get a full-time job. Norma has 2 children. She picks them up at school after she leaves work. So let's read the question now. Where does Norma work? This whole paragraph is about Norma. It says she has been working for 6 years. That's not where she works. Her first job was in a factory. That's where she did work. She used to work at a factory. That was her first job. But it says here now she works part-time at a neighborhood clinic. The pay is good, but she wants it to get a full-time job. That's after. So Norma currently works part-time at a clinic. The key word there is clinic. That is where Norma works. Next, where are we going to go? This is practice question 1 and practice question 2. Now, we're going to get to the real question. So hold tight. If you're watching this after the fact, pause the video, try to answer the question, and then play the video and compare your answer with my answer. You can also wait for me to read it, and then you can try that technique. It says here, keep your work area clean. At the end of each day, put extra materials back on the shelves in the supply room. Store your tools in the drawers under your work table. Sweep the floor around your work area. Empty your waste container into the trash bin. Number 1, according to the instructions, where should workers put their tools at the end of the day? Okay, these are instructions. This whole thing, we call them instructions. But the question says, where should workers put their tools at the end of the day? En el final del día, the end of the day. And their tools, we call it herramientas. So we're going to look for the word tools. It says store your tools. Okay. Store your tools in the drawers under your work table. And remember, this is at the end of each day. En el final del día. En el final del día. I'm sorry. So number 1 is the drawers under your work table. So the answer is D. Workers should put their tools in the drawers under their work table at the end of the day. That's number 1. Now we're going to go on to number 2. If you have any questions, feel free to type it down in the chat. type it down in the comments below after this live stream. And if you want extra practice, give me suggestions down below. What would you like to see? How can I help you prepare for your CASAS test or improve your English? Number 2, how do you talk to Monica Tan? Wow. Okay. So Monica Tan. She's in the development department. DEPT, departamento. We call it department. And that's what that word is. This word here is called an extension. And so we call Monica Tan from the development department at extension 312. So the answer to number 2 is B. Call extension 312. By calling extension 312, we get a hold of Monica Tan. Very good. Now, moving on to number 3. I want to leave this up on the screen. Number 3 is a little low. Let's do this. Let's move number 3 right there. And there you go. Awesome. So this is from John Lang. John Lang is writing this to Susan Meyer. And the topic is about raises. How to increase your salary. Susan, Dave, and 2 other employees talked to me today about the possibility of getting a raise. What do you think about this? I'll call you this afternoon. Thanks. Who would John call? Who is John going to call? I'll call you this afternoon. Okay, so John is going to call you. So we call this the you, because John is speaking to this person. We call her her name is Susan Meyer. Okay, so he's going to call Susan Meyer to talk to them about the raise. We call Susan Meyer the recipient, the one receiving the letter, or letter. We don't write letters anymore. The one receiving the email, the electronic mail. We call them the recipient. So number 3 is D. Check, check. Very good. Moving right along. Remember, if you go through a question that is too difficult, you can skip it and go back to it later. It's not a big deal. You should be able to see both. I don't need to minimize. Okay, I see a little bit of an issue there. Let me help you guys out. We are number 4 now. And I want you to be able to see it. This is the new policy for vocational classes. This is a reading passage called New Policy for Vocational Classes. According to a new regulation, all students registering for vocational classes are required to attend safety training before beginning their course of study. They must pass a safety test and sign a statement certifying that they received safety instruction. Only then will their name be added to the class roster. Here's the question. What is the new requirement for vocational students? So for vocational students, there is a new requirement. Keyword new. All students registering for vocational classes are required to attend safety training before beginning their course of study. Okay. So here we have the word vocational and vocational. So they're talking about the same thing. And it says they are required to attend safety training. Safety training before they begin their course of study. So number 4 is C. They are required to attend safety training classes. This is a new policy for vocational students. So far, so good. If you've gotten it correct, I just want to say good job. You're doing amazing. Remember to never give up. Keep taking your time. Keep taking your course of study. Practice your English almost every day. Eat healthy. Rest your brain. Okay. Here we have number 5. And here we have the reading passage. There's no title. Yeah. No title at all. So we're just going to call this a reading passage. Un pasaje para leer. Keep in mind the question, Amanda. When the reading passages get long, try to look some words before you read. Amanda and work schedule. Okay, now let's read. Jason and Amanda are married and have a 7-year-old son named Ben. Jason works as a cook in a restaurant full-time during the day. Amanda has a part-time job 5 days a week as a cashier. Amanda begins work at 8 in the morning and finishes at 2:30 in the afternoon. On the way home from work, she picks Ben up from school. She likes her schedule because she is able to work and still be home with Ben after school. In the future, she would like to work full-time, but wants to wait until Ben is older. Okay. So, Amanda is married to Jason, and they have a 7-year-old son named Ben. So, Amanda is the mother, la mamá, to her little boy named Ben, which is their son. Ben is 7 years old. Now we want to focus on Amanda's work schedule. It says here, on the way home from work, she picks Ben up from school. She starts at 8 and finishes at 2:30. It says, oh, right there. She likes her schedule because she is able to work and still be home with Ben after school. I knew it was going to be about Ben because she's a mom, right? Her job as a mom comes first. So she's able to work and still be home with Ben after school. So number 5 is she can be with Ben after school. She likes working in a restaurant. It doesn't say that. She has time to attend school. It doesn't say that's why she likes her job. She is able to work full time. That is true. Letter D is true, but not answer. Is true, but not the question. Meaning it's in the story. Letter D is in the in the second line, but it's not the question. The answer is A. Amanda likes her schedule because she can be with Ben after school. This is level B. This is level B of our CASAS practice test, our CASAS study guide training. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you want to learn more, click on the link down below and you'll get extra practice with your CASAS and your English study skills. This is for those watching the video. If you're in the live stream, we're going to be going on to level C. We're going to begin level C shortly. I just need a quick water break. So please hang on tight. This is CASAS level C. This is a CASAS study guide, level C. We're going to be starting soon. I will be right back. By the way, real quick, the link to this study guide, una copia para ustedes gratis, is in the live chat. Just click on the link, open the document. You'll have this study guide, which is the same one that I have up here. We'll be starting in about 2 minutes. Hello, I'm back. We're going to be going over the CASAS practice exam. We're going to be This is basically a study guide for CASAS Level 3. My name is Mr. Peña. I'm glad to have you. Welcome to my tutoring channel. We're going to be going over CASAS Level 3. If you want to know more, you want more practice, you want to study English online, join my Patreon by clicking on the link down below. If you click the link down below, you'll get access to exclusive content such as study guides, downloadable resources, and an invitation to my private WhatsApp group. I do these on a weekly basis. I live stream just about 5 times a week. Monday evenings. So Monday through Thursday in the evenings. That means at night. And Saturday mornings. Sometimes I live stream on Sunday nights. I go over CASAS tests. I teach people how to read in English. We go over phonics. I'm putting the link to the Patreon down below. I hope to see you there. In the WhatsApp group, we also have daily voice calls, and I send daily text and audio messages. Let us begin. Level C reading. First, we have 2 practice questions. It says, mark your answers on the answer sheet. Please do not write on the test booklet. Use a number 2 pencil only. Try to answer the question. Choose the one best answer. Choose only one and choose the best answer. So we're going to have 7 questions in this little video. 7. But we also have 2 practice questions. We're going to start with 2 practice questions and then the 5 real questions. Let's begin. What does telehealth offer? Telehealth service. Now you can obtain health information 24 hours a day directly from your home telephone. Call in to our toll-free number and choose one of over 200 recorded messages that give you information on everything from common diseases to immunizations to lowering cholesterol. Okay, so what does telehealth offer? Home health care, information on health, a 24-hour appointment line, direct access to medical staff. It says you can obtain health information 24 hours a day. That means always. 24 horas al día. It means always. It says call in to our toll-free number and choose our 200 recorded messages. And it says gives you information. Okay, so it gives you information. They do not offer home health care, and they do not have direct access to medical staff. So we have 2 options: information and a 24-hour appointment line. I see the word information, but I don't see the word appointment line. There is no appointment. Now there is the word 24 hours, right? 24 hours. But there's no appointment. So the answer is B. Telehealth service offers information on health. Health information. Information. Okay. That's practice 1, which is the letter B. Practice 1 is B. Now practice question number 2. Oh boy. Okay, I need to get the question next to the instructions. So please do not look on the right of your screen. Instructions. It says, number 1, take out the screw that holds down the cover. Lift off the cover. Number 2, pull out the filter and discard it. Put in a new filter. Number 3, replace the cover and fasten it with the screw. What do you do after you put in a new filter? Take the cover off, pull the filter out, remove the screw, put the cover back on. What do you do after you put in a new filter? Okay, we're going to look for put in a new filter. Very good. Now, we have to look for after. So everything that happens after the new filter. It says replace the cover and fasten it with the screw. So replace the cover and fasten it with the screw. To fasten it with the screw means to tighten it. Amarrarlo, right? With the screw. Replace the cover. So we're not removing the screw. We're not putting the cover. It says put the cover back on or pull the filter out. We're not putting out the filter. It's A or D. Take the cover off. Put the cover back on. We're putting the cover back on. We replace the cover and then putting it back on with the screw. So our answer is D. We do have to take it off for a little bit, but then we put it back on. So that's the tricky part of the question for those who need help with that. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Go ahead and write it in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I might even respond with a video, especially if you join my Patreon. For those who join my Patreon, you ask me a question related to English, I definitely respond with videos because I like to create shorts based on what my patrons like. Here is information on joining a gym. It's called Fitness Today, and it's a gym membership. So this is a gym membership. Fees. An adult is $36 per month and a one-time fee of $100. For a family, it's $51 a month plus a $150 fee one time. Single parent family, senior adult, 60 plus years, student, 18 to 22 years old. A student costs $23 a month and no one-time fee. A senior adult costs $30 a month with only a $100 one-time fee. And then we have here asterisks. Includes 2 adults and all children under 18 within the same household. Includes 1 adult and all children under 18 within the same household. Full-time student with ID. So what does it say now? Rather, what are we doing now? The question is, what is the monthly fee for a family with 1 adult and 2 young children living in the same house? So we have family, right? We don't really need to write that. We have a family, and we have the monthly fee. So what is the monthly fee for a family with 1 adult? Okay, so let's write down the numbers. In the morning, we have a single parent family, senior adult. Okay. Let's try it again. 1 adult is $36 per month plus $100 a one-time fee. So we have a family with 1 adult and 2 young children living in the same house. Oh, same house. That's just family. I'm complicating this. It's just $51. $51 plus $150. Oh no, we're talking about the monthly fee. I'm so sorry. We're talking about the monthly fee. Oops. Monthly fee for a family with 1 adult and 2 children. So because they live in the same house, it's going to be $51. The monthly fee for a family with 1 adult and 2 young children is $51. And so we're not even going to look at the one-time fee because they're asking for the monthly fee. That's where the confusion came in. Now look at the asterisk. It says, includes 2 adults and all children. I see. Let me try to help you here. Sorry for the confusion. Let's look at this. You have to look at the 2 asterisks. Includes 2 adults and all children under 18 within the same house. Includes 1 adult and all children under 18 within the same house. So it's going to be either a single parent family or just a family. So we have we have a family, which they just said 1 asterisk is 2 adults. Family, 1 asterisk, 2 adults. Single parent family. Single parent, meaning a family with only mom or only dad. A single parent is 1 adult. So, please forgive me for the little lapse in judgment right before. So this is a single parent family. So the answer is B. This is a single parent family. Because it says 1 adult. That's for sure the answer. I know. 1 adult. Un adulto, one adult is $42 a month. Un adulto, $42 al mes. A family with two adults, both parents, los dos padres en la casa, is $51 a month. $51 cada mes. So, what is the monthly fee for a family with one adult? $42. One adult is single parent. Wow. So, number one is B. Check. Awesome. Any questions? Leave it down below. If you were confused, my apologies. If you are confused, please leave a question and let me know. If I'm moving too fast, you can click on the gear on the YouTube video and you can slow down the playback speed. Si estoy hablando muy rápido, en YouTube, en el video que sale después que esto, you can ponerlo más despacio o más rápido, depending on your needs. So, City Health Services. City Health Services announces a new project to educate young people on maintaining good health. New project, new project. CHS, which is City Health Services, will coordinate with local schools to reach out to teens identified as having potential health issues. Teens aged 13 to 18 will receive a complete health appraisal. Training topics will include nutrition, exercise, and healthy weight loss strategies. The focus will be on self-image, fitness, and food. Participants will identify healthy meals, develop exercise plans, and examine lifestyle choices. What is the purpose of the new project? City Health Services is hosting the new project. And it says they announced a new project to educate young people on maintaining good health. So, to teach young people how to stay healthy, to identify schools with unhealthy conditions, to provide nutritious meals for young people, to interest teenagers in healthcare careers. It says participants will identify healthy meals. They will coordinate with local schools to reach out to teens. Basically, it's to teach young people how to stay healthy. Why? Because it says it right here. A new project to educate young people on maintaining good health. And so, in stories, we have a main idea, and then we have supporting details. So we have detail, number one. Detail, number two. Detail, number three. So hay detalles en la historia. It says nutritious meals for young people. Eso es un detalle en la historia. This is a detail within the story. Identify schools with unhealthy conditions. They do work with schools. Trabajan con escuelas. Todos están en el pasaje. But what's the main idea, or rather, the purpose of the project, of the new project, el propósito del proyecto, not how they're gonna apply the project, no los detalles, but the purpose of the project. That's number 2. Now, number 3. This is an email. Number 3 is an email. The question comes after. Get ready to read this email. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. Let's read the email, and then we'll go to the question. Let's read the question real quick before we get to the email. What is delaying the next repairs on the elevator? Okay, so as we read, we're going to look for delaying and repairs and elevator. Delaying, repairs, and elevator. Okay. Look for those words. Delaying. That's too big. Let's look for delaying, repairs, elevator. Just keep it in mind. From Gary 10 to building tenants. The subject is status of the elevator. As you may know, over the last few months, I have received complaints from tenants in many of the offices in our building that the elevator has been malfunctioning. When the elevator first stopped working in June, I called the service manager at the elevator company, who sent out a technician. The technician got the elevator working again. But 3 weeks later, I received more reports of employees getting stuck in the elevator. I again called in a technician for repairs. Let us continue reading. After another breakdown 2 weeks ago, I asked for a thorough assessment of the elevator to see why problems are recurring. The company reported that they would need to replace a set of relays in the controller and said they had ordered the parts. Repairs are scheduled for next week. I am very concerned that your employees, a number of whom are disabled, still cannot use the elevator. I understand that this situation is frustrating for all, and I apologize for the inconvenience to your staff. I do hope the next repair will be the last one. Gary 10, Property Management. So this is an email from the property manager, Gary 10. We are currently on question number 3. This is a CASAS study guide, a CASAS practice test, if you will. They are asking, what is delaying the next repairs on the elevator? What do you guys think? So there's 3 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. What is delaying the next repairs on the elevator? Delaying, like slow progress, progreso despacio. Okay. Now, it says when the elevator first stopped working in June, I called the service manager at the elevator company, who sent out a technician. Okay, then it says after another breakdown 2 weeks ago, I asked for a thorough assessment of the elevator to see why the problems are recurring. That word recurring. Recurring means happening over and over. Que está pasando otra vez, otra vez, otra vez. Los problemas, the problems of the elevator. The company reported that they would need to replace. The company, look at this. The elevator company. The company reported that they would need to replace a set of relays in the controller and said they had ordered the parts. Repairs are scheduled for next week. So why haven't they repaired the elevator? ¿Por qué no han arreglado el elevador? They haven't repaired the elevator because they don't have the parts. They need to replace a set of relays in the controller. It says they had ordered the parts. They ordered the parts. Now take a look at this. The elevator company has not responded. That's not true. They did respond. Ellos sí respondieron. The technicians are not available now. They are available. Sí son disponibles. I again called the technician for repairs. So sí son disponibles. The parts needed are not in stock. The exact problems need to be identified. Ellos sí identificaron el problema. Identificaron. So the parts needed are not in stock. That's the answer. To say that parts are not in stock, a decir que partes no están en stock, quiere decir que no lo tienen. So, lo tienen que ordenar. To say the parts are not in stock means they need to order them. So, the answer is C. Number 3 is C. Now, if this was a little bit too fast, you can slow down the video once it gets uploaded. If you're confused and have any questions, join my Patreon. You can ask me there. You can also comment below on YouTube. That's not a problem. I should be able to get to all of them. Ooh, we have 2 questions, and we have a story. A story without a title. This is being recorded during a live stream. We have 2 more questions. This is number 4 and number 5. This is the last portion of this video / live stream as well. Let's read the passage. But before we read the passage, just look at the questions real quick, and then we'll get started. According to the situation described, what is Mr. Handy's concern? So keep a lookout for the word concern. Number 5, what is one reason people shop at Handy Hardware? Why do people shop? ¿Por qué compran en esa tienda? Handy Hardware. Okay. Handy Hardware Store is a small family-owned business that has managed to survive despite the fact that there are several large chain hardware stores throughout East City. Handy's has a loyal customer base and they do a good business. Many people go to Handy's because of the friendly service and fair prices. It is located not far from a residential area, so many people can walk there. The owner, Ed Handy, knows many of his customers and they like and trust him. Ed has heard that a large chain store, Home Helper, is opening a new store not far from Handy's, and he is very concerned that he won't be able to compete. His prices are reasonable, but because his store is small, he doesn't have the huge volume of merchandise and the many selections that Home Helper has. His store cannot carry large items such as lumber and appliances, and it doesn't have nursery or gardening supplies either. Ed realizes it is convenient for shoppers to be able to buy many things in one store. Number 4. According to the situation described, what is Mr. Handy's concern? He may not be able to maintain his prices. He will lose customers to the larger store. His store may not be able to carry many large items. The larger store will buy up all the merchandise. Okay. Let's separate this by paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. Paragraph 1 talks about Handy store has a loyal customer base. Handy Hardware Store is a small family-owned business. It talks about where it's located, and many people go to Handy's. And it talks about the owner. So paragraph 1 is about the store. Paragraph 2 says, Ed has heard that a large chain store, Home Helper, is opening a new store close to Andy's, and he is very concerned that he won't be able to compete. Oh, okay. So we have the word concerned and we have the word concern. It says, oh, and so this is about the competition. This paragraph is about Home Helper, their competition, su enemigo. It's their competition. I probably spelled that wrong. That's not how you spell competition, okay? I don't have time to focus on that right now. So, ouch. So number 4, Mr. Handy's concern is the competition. So competition means not about the prices, not about the large items, it's not about the merchandise, but that he will lose customers to the larger store. That's what competition means. Number 5. What is one reason people shop at Handy Hardware? The store has a very large volume of sales. The store sells many products besides hardware. The store has many locations in East City. The store is owned by someone they know. So why do they shop at Handy Hardware? It says, many people go to Handy's because the friendly service and fair prices. The owner at Handy knows many of his customers and they like and trust him. So they know him, they like him, and they trust him. So it talks about friendly service and fair prices. So it doesn't talk about sales. It doesn't talk about products. It does talk about location. But it says the customers know him and like him. So number 5 is D. The store is owned by someone they know. That concludes our CASAS study guide session for today. In this live stream, we went over level A, B, and C. If you're watching the video upload, I go live 5 times a week, Monday through Thursday evenings, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday mornings at around 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you like what I'm doing here and you want extra help to prepare for the CASAS test, join my Patreon. You'll get access to exclusive content, downloadable resources, and you can join my WhatsApp group for free. It's a private WhatsApp group where we practice with our voice calls, and I send text and audio messages almost every day. This is CASAS Level A, CASAS Level B, CASAS Level C. Upcoming tomorrow, or the next video, we're going to go over CASAS Level D. We have one more to practice. We will do a continuation of CASAS Level D tomorrow. If you're watching the video after the fact, just look in the playlist and it's the video right after this one. I hope to see you all in the Patreon. Thank you for coming. It says, thank you so much. You're welcome, Mariela. You're welcome. I think in Spanish it's de nada. So, this isn't just for CASAS. This is for anyone who wants to practice their English. I'll stick around for a little bit longer as a live call-in. If you have any questions, you can call in and feel free to type it in the chat. Mi bebé está llorando. My little boy is crying. I think mommy has it. I'll probably go help in a little bit. I'll stick around for maybe about 10 more minutes just to hang out. And for those interested, I'm going to show you guys the Patreon while we go ahead and leave. Yeah, so the Patreon, I'm going to actually upload. So we go to the Patreon and we go to collections. By the way, the link is down below. You can call and ask, and you can call and talk and practice your English. On the Patreon, we have CASAS Test Practice. We have our podcast presentations, WhatsApp group, resources, and exclusive content. We go to the CASAS Test Practice, which is what this live stream / video is about. And we have 2 posts. A post to the CASAS website and a post to today's live stream. I know, poor baby. I know. Yo ni sabe por qué está llorando. I do not even know why he is crying. But I just want to show you guys some of the resources I will be offering in this Patreon. So you join this. It's not going to be down below. Let's create a link. So we have our CASAS level D, right? Level A, level B, level C, level D. I'm going to be sharing with you level A right here. For free, CASAS level A study guide. And you can go ahead and join the Patreon for free, and you can download it at your leisure at no cost to you. Just take this as a way of me saying thank you for joining my Patreon. It's going to be under CASAS Test Practice as a resource, and it's available for everyone. You don't need to pay. My paid products are coming later. I'm going to be offering virtual classes and a more exclusive, deeper membership, but that's going to be in a couple of months once I get more free patrons. Now, that's CASAS Level A Study Guide. Let's offer you the CASAS. Aw, it sigue llorando. Okay, I'm gonna go take care of my baby. I'll send the resources later. I hope to see you all soon. Say hello on the Patreon. Say hello on the WhatsApp. Muchas bendiciones para ustedes y sus familias. Many blessings to you and your families. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night and God bless.